you. Just tell us, what your feelings are about this opportunity. How kind of the way it came together, obviously with Malik entering the transfer portal, the changes that were made. Just how are you feeling about this opportunity to start against Ole Miss?
I'm really excited. I think it's a great opportunity, not only for me but for this team to go out and for us to prove that we are also a playoff contending team, not only for this year but for the future as well. Um, you know, I guess as for how it came together, I guess that's just the new world of college football in a way. But Malik's my guy. I still talk to him all the time. I just talked to him yesterday, so I mean, I look forward to see what he does in the future as well. And me and the guys, we're getting ready for this game, and we're really excited for it.
If I could follow up real quick, your last start was against NC State last year, and I know you were battling injuries at the time. Is there a difference as you approach this game as opposed to that game? You guys won that game, and you had that long pass to Jalen Calhoun, so it worked out pretty well. But just how are your feelings now compared to that one?
Um, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm approaching it any different because you have to approach every game the same in terms of film and just preparation level. But I will say that I definitely feel a whole lot better than I did at that point last year in terms of my shoulder and ability overall. So I guess I'll take that into account.
Abby, go ahead.
Hi. How has having veteran wide receivers like Eli Pinkel, Jordan Moore kind of helped build your confidence and helped you prepare for this game?
Yeah, no, it's been great. I've been throwing with them ever since I first got here in the summer of 2022. So to finally be able to go out there and play with them again, our chemistry has been building up for a long time. So it definitely is a confidence boost. Mir, Eli, Jomo, Harv, all the guys. Yeah, so it's great to go out there, especially with that talent around me.
And then kind of as a follow-up, like what do you think has been the most important part for you of preparing for this game?
I think just getting the reps, reconnecting with the guys, because obviously we were off for a little bit since the end of the season. So, coming back in this bowl prep time, getting the reps, just repping everything that's going in for this game, to go out and put on the best performance that we can to end the season with 10 wins.
Thank you.
Lewis, go ahead.
Henry, we mentioned the injuries, we mentioned the NC State game. How would you describe what the journey has been like from that moment when you walk off the field after getting the win against NC State to this moment now where a season's gone by, you've rehabbed the shoulder and you're preparing for getting a start in a bowl game against an SEC team?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely been a really, really, really long journey. But we're here now. I was talking to Coach Diaz about it. He was telling me, God works in mysterious ways, and this is, like I said earlier, a great opportunity. Um, and I'm really excited for it. Uh, Especially that, like I said, I feel a whole lot better than I did at that point in time. So we're ready to go out and show what we can do as a team.
Brian, go ahead.
Yeah, you talked about a whole new world of college football. Did you have any sense there was going to be so much turnover at that quarterback position, and how do you decide, what your future is going to be when you don't know maybe who's going, who's coming, what the situation is going to be?
I mean, I really didn't know much. But like I said, it is a whole new world. So I mean, I really just take it day by day. Right now I'm just focused on doing all I can to help this team win this bowl game, get us to 10 wins and prove that we're a playoff contending team. I'm not really trying to think too much about what the future may hold. So other than Jacksonville on January 2nd.
Lewis, did I see your hand just come up for another one?
It did.
Okay, go ahead.
Um, Henry, listening to you, listening to Ozzy, I think there's this kind of constant theme of proving you all belong in this playoff conversation, in this top tier conversation. Has that been a talking point with the team? Is whether it be, intentionally or not, how much is that driving you all as you get ready for Ole Miss?
I mean, yeah, it definitely is because, people, we talk about it sometimes like the Duke effect. Like I think Ozzy mentioned it, how most people know us for being a basketball school, but us like we see ourselves as a football school as well. And so for us to go out there and prove that, I mean, like we have throughout the season, getting 9 wins is an extremely difficult thing to do. But going out and getting this 10th win against the SEC opponent, that also believes they should have been in the playoffs, is definitely something.
And if I may ask a follow-up, kind of going back to your journey throughout all of this over the past year or so, has there been anyone or anything in particular that has kind of been a guiding light for you that's helped you get through what I imagine has been a difficult time?
I say definitely. Besides like my parents and my family, definitely the guys on this team, they like when I was at the lowest, when I could barely even throw a ball, the guys on this team surrounded me. They lifted me up, kept my head high, confident that I would bounce back. And just keeping me motivated, which really helped a lot. And then Manny, Coach Diaz came in here. And, he was also really supportive of me, because I wasn't really healthy in the spring either. But he stayed supportive of me, encouraging me, and I really appreciate him and all of the guys for that, all the way to lead up to this point.
Thank you.
Mm.
Anybody else for Henry? Trayvon, do I see your hand up?
Yes.
Go ahead.
How you doing, Henry?
I'm good. How you doing?
Hey, I'm good. I'm just curious about the timeline from when the season ended, and you guys got that last win at Wake Forest to you finding out that you would be starting this game. What did that 24 to 48 hours look like for you? As we, obviously saw Malik going into the portal, and some other things happening behind the scenes. What was that? 24 to 36 to 48 hours like for you from that last moment to finding out that you'd be starting and prepping as the number one starter now.
Um, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't say it affected my preparation at all. Because throughout the whole season, whether I was number two or number three, I prepped every game the same. We all have to prep every game like we're going to be the guy playing. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say it affected much for me. Because I've in my head, I always have to be ready to go, and so yeah.
Brian, did you have another question or is your hand up by accident? Perfect.
Yeah, sorry, up by accident.
No,
I guess
all good, all
yeah.
good.
Can I ask one other while I have it? What have you seen out of the Mississippi defense? Obviously, they get a lot of credit for their offense, but to win that many games in the SEC, their defense must be pretty good too.
Yeah, I mean, no, they're a talented group. Up front and secondary, I think they have a bunch of all SEC guys on the team, but we're also a talented group, and we're here to compete, and we're going to compete, and we're going to do what we do. So, yeah.